Hey, good people. It's Amy from Savor, Salvage, Scent. I hope this finds you well. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for subscribing. And for those of you who are new, this channel mostly focuses on fragrance, but this year I'm going to mix things up a little bit, and I thought today would be a good day to do so. A lot of you have kindly asked just about like other creative influences and how I style things, more specifically to do with my fragrance collection. So eventually I'm going to do a video about that. But I've also been asked by quite a few of you to just show my room and how I display my jewelry, more specifically my earring collection. So today is just kind of a quick look at my room and my earring collection. So I thought today would be a good day to be behind the camera because I'm about to repaint this room. This is my house. I've lived here for about a little over 5 years. I live in Cleveland, Ohio. Old houses, especially if they need a tiny bit of work, can be found, or more work, really affordably. So this house is, when I moved in, it was in pretty good shape. It needed a little bit of restoration, a little bit of kind of fine tuning. And one of my favorite things is this beautiful old chinoiserie wallpaper. I got this from a store called January's. It's in Akron, Ohio. Phenomenal wallpaper and like wall coverings, paint. And this wallpaper was originally, I want to say like $100 or $200 a roll. And I got it marked down to $4. So held on to it. My wonderful sister Dawn wallpapered this back wall of my bedroom. And when I originally moved in, I had the paint tinted to the color of the wallpaper. And while this is the brightest time of the day, which is kind of mid-morning, it's still very, very dark in this room most of the time. So one of the reasons I wanted to get behind the camera today, I'm underdressed because I'm ready to paint. And I'm going to lighten up the other 3 walls in the room to match one of the kind of light rose tones in this wallpaper. So when you walk into the room, you walk in this way, there's a dresser, my old iron bed, and this great old mirror that I use kind of as a dressing mirror in the morning. My father made the mirror, I think in the 70s. And then I painted it like a Chinese red. I just thrifted. Oh, there's my cat, Cody, sitting on the chair. Hi, Cody Bear. I just thrifted or curbside found this table on somebody's tree lawn, and I'm about to refinish it. I'm going to use this as a perfume and kind of study table. So I'll have maybe a stack of books and a few perfume trays. And then behind this curious cat of mine, best cat in the game. There is a old cabinet where I keep all my vintage hats. And then the red cabinet is where I store most of my more kind of like delicate or collectible perfumes. I need to kind of better store things. I'm going to share my collection with you guys eventually. Then there's a few perfume trays, a few windows. And then one of the neat selling points of the house for me was to have a mantle in the bedroom. When I repaint this weekend, I'm going to lighten up the mantle like a light almond color so that it kind of stands out a bit more. One of the weird, attributes of the house is it's got this old stained glass window, which weirdly the flue is routed around. So anyways, I'm going to lighten up that mantle, another window. There's a little corner spot with some jewelry hanging, closet, more jewelry, and kind of my dressing table. Me very underdressed. And an Ice Cube shirt today. Been on my mind for some reason is music I love. And then, sorry, my camera skills I know are crap. And then the corner where I'll show you some of my hanging earrings. And then I have this dresser that has a lot of jewelry on it. So first I'm going to go to this area here. And this is where I have the majority of my hanging earrings. I took an old frame, and it's kind of next to my vintage scarves there. Took this really, really old frame off the curb somewhere and stapled chicken wire to the back. And that is how I hang my earrings. A tip that I have with jewelry or any kind of accessory that you really want to wear is I say get it out where you can see it, because it's really easy to forget about things. So this way, I know exactly what I'm doing here. And what I've tried with this frame is to hang them kind of in color schemes so that I can quickly find things to match outfits. So I have a lot of my hanging stuff there. I have a lot of older, heavier pieces, or just, heavy things here. And then some of my old lucite and plastics that are hard to hang here. among, you know, other jewelry, and like I collect old lucite bangles and bakelite, and I collect vintage flower pins. Get a good shot of the beautiful wallpaper there. And then I have a drawer full of pieces that are either awkward, really large, delicate, and I'll show you those momentarily. So first we're going to go to this big frame. And I have everything in my jewelry collection, kind of like my perfume collection, that ranges from like real investment pieces to, I mean, nickel and dime stuff, or gifts, or, you know, when people know that you like something collected, they often give it to you as gifts, which is, I'm really lucky to say. So I have some beautiful gifts, and a lot of the works I would say are made by 5 or 6 jewelry artists that I love, and I'll talk to you about them. So, these are some neat gifts from my best girlfriend, Sarah. These are by Shannon Morris, one of our friends who makes these great pieces out of vintage cocktail picks. I don't know if you can see. They say Sheridan. Kills me. I cannot remember the name of this Cleveland artist, but this is by a Cleveland artist. I love her work. And I forgot to mention, so I am a jewelry maker as well, and at times have even done it kind of like as a side project for money, for a living. And my company is called Curious Embellishments, and these are some of my pieces. I love old copper pieces. Let's see, some native headdresses I thought were really cool. I cannot remember the name of this company. It's a husband and wife team in, I think, Cleveland, and one photographs and one inlays the pieces. They're really beautiful. I have some really like nickel and dime, like lucite stuff, but it's fun to me, and like especially Halloween and stuff. Old bone, vintage pieces from my friend Sarah. These are pieces by me that are check glass, silver, and like French ribbon. Old St. Christopher medals by, this is an artist named Lise Anderson. She used to live nearby. She now lives, I think, in the Southwest. But you'll see a lot of her work. I love her work. These are my pieces. These are mine. And then these pieces, the little red birds, oh my gosh, are a gift from my friend Pita. But these are by an artist named Kristen Cliffel. She's a Cleveland artist, and she makes the most beautiful work. This is my narrative. I don't know if she'd describe in this way, but she, I think, kind of like plays with gender and feminism and fairy tales, and I just love her work so much. More pieces by me. These are by Lise Anderson, these beautiful faces. A lot of things I bought at head shops. Oh my gosh. Some of these old tassel pieces that are like chinoiserie. These are by Lise Anderson, these kind of Fu Manchu kind of heads, and these, I think they're hands of Fatima. Gosh, more Lise Anderson. These are mine. I made these are little like parasols. These are mine as well. Gifts from my friend. And these are really, this is a favorite pair. These are by my friend Shannon. And they're, again, old cocktail picks. And I was once wearing them at the mall, and this young girl walked up to me and she said, "So you just be walking around with some earrings that say Supreme?" And I was like, ooh, that makes me sound vain, but apparently I do. I love these earrings. I think they're so cute. Some anchors. These beautiful heads, oh my gosh, are by an artist named Joyce Scott. If you don't know her, please look her up. She's incredible. She showed work at the museum where I work, and she does whole room installations, and they center on the Black experience, everything from, the barbarism of white supremacy and slavery to really just kind of, what would I say, figural pieces to really lighthearted pieces, but these are just some kind of sculptural faces, and they're large. They're larger than my ears. Every time I wear them, people compliment me and ask. I mean, every time. Like, I've had people yell out of cars to ask about these earrings. More by Lise Anderson. Gosh, yeah. These are by an artist. They're like decoupaged paper and then somehow shellacked over. These are mine. They're supposed to be little Ming kind of vases. And African pieces that I bought on Etsy. I love them so much. Yeah, all kinds of things. More cocktail picks from Shannon. And then these are by an artist named Melody Ehsani. She makes these kind of nouveau plastic pieces, and they're just really sculptural and fun. Yeah, and then I store some pins and sunglasses down here. And then I'm going to quickly go over to this other dresser. Mostly over here, I store things that are either too large. These are new from my friend Sarah. I love them. If I had to grab a pair of earrings on the way out of a burning fire, this would be one. These are by Melody Ehsani again, and they are like origami birds, and they are so phenomenal because literally you put on this in like a black top or black dress, and that's it. And people freak over these. They're so fun. And you just have to be careful not to stab yourself in the face. All right. Then there's some really great old lucite or bakelite pieces. I got these in Paris, and they were really affordable. I was surprised. I have stuff from Forever 21 here. Old lucite pieces. Hoop earrings because, you know, I'm a 70s, 80s girl, and these are by Betsy Johnson. I think they're so fun. All different kinds of hoops, lucite, bakelite, plastic. And then I'm going to go one last place with you quickly here. These are all either kind of too fragile or too big to hang. Yeah, so you can see lots of earrings. And I meant to mention one of my favorite quotes, I think, is by Nora Ephraim. And it's, earrings are like orgasms. You can never have too many. So there's that. I have like some of my holiday stuff that I don't wear as often here. These are holiday, like Christmas trees. So fun. I love these old spade earrings. These are probably, I'm guessing, from the 70s or 80s. These were made by a local Cleveland Institute of Art student. They're these really fun, old, weird hands with eyes. I always get compliments on these. These are from my girlfriend, Sarah. These are also from Sarah. They're these really cool recycled. These are plastic. They look like shell, but really fun hoops. I have some kind of novelty pieces in here, like these cacti, these leaves. These old wooden, like, kind of sculptural pieces. Sarah bought these as well. They're really fun. Great with any kind of polka dot top. I love these large kind of leopard pieces with silk. And then I have, like, old enamel pieces. These were from a Cleveland vintage shop, I think, called Moonstruck. It's so cute. These were like $10, and they're wonderful. And then just, again, more kind of sculptural stuff. Really big pieces from the 80s. And then I have, let's see, a little more like some more kind of glam pieces here. I get a lot of my stuff at TJ Maxx and Marshalls on markdown, and I just love them. And then I have a lot of vintage pieces back here that frankly I don't wear as well because they're on the old posts and they're just very uncomfortable, but I'm going to transfer them to posts eventually. So that is just a look at all of my collection, how I store them. I welcome any questions. Thank you for joining me on this journey. This is really fun for me, and I hope it's fun for you too. I know I have a lot to learn, but thank you so much. And I would love to hear from you what your favorite piece of jewelry is, if you are an earring collector, and yeah, what color, if I could paint my bedroom any color, what should I paint it? All right, cheers. Have a great day. Bye.